Hello, and welcome back to my kitchen. Per usual, I'm extremely excited to share my new treat with you. Can you believe that we get to eat cream-filled donuts on our carnivore way of eating? What? This is incredible. How do I keep coming up with such amazing treats to keep us on track and get us healthy? Let's go ahead and take a look at the ingredients and get started with the fun and the best part, the tasting. The ingredients that you'll need for the Bavarian cream filling are the exact same ingredients that I use in my original Bavarian cream recipe that I shared a few months ago. The difference between the two is that one is more firm, like a pudding. This one is soft and can be injected into the donuts. So the ingredients are beef gelatin plus a little bit of water to bloom that, egg yolks, whole milk, vanilla extract, heavy whipping cream, and xanthan gum. So now let's go take a look at the gadgets you'll need to make this Bavarian cream. The gadgets that I'll be using today to make the cream are my blender. You could most definitely use your hand mixer, but I'm going to use my blender today. Also, a strainer and a bowl with a lid or a bowl that you can cover. The cream needs to set in the refrigerator and it needs to be covered. Now, let's go get started with the fun.
I start off by blooming the beef gelatin. You will see me turn the heat up to medium, and I made a mistake there, as I'll find out soon enough when the egg yolks start cooking a little bit faster than I want them to, and I correct my mistake very soon. I use a whisk initially to break up the yolks and combine with the milk. Sometimes they can seem to really take time to combine together. It's right about at this time that I notice I can feel a film on the bottom of the pan and realize the heat is up much too high, so I reduce it down to medium-low. We're simply heating the egg yolks and milk to basically pasteurize the yolks. You can see little bubbles forming around the edges of the pan, and that's what we are looking for. Just enough again to heat but not curdle the milk. And then just give it a light stir every once in a while during the 4 to 5 minutes it takes to heat it up. You'll feel the mixture get a little bit thicker as it heats. I thought I had let the gelatin melt long enough, but you can see that big glop there. Oop! But it doesn't matter, it all turned out fine in the end. You do want the blender on before adding the xanthan gum so that it doesn't all clump together. The cream needs to set in the fridge at least 4 hours. I allow for overnight and then wake up in the morning and make the donuts fresh.
The ingredients you'll need for this recipe are ricotta cheese, butter or ghee. I love to use Spring Sunrise brown butter ghee. It adds such a richness, especially in sweet applications to my MSB. Eggs, vanilla extract, almond extract, baking powder, beef gelatin, cream of tartar, baking soda, glycine, and milk protein powder. I like this one by Smart 138. And I will share links to some of these products that are unusual in the video description below. Now, let's go take a look at the gadgets you'll need to make these yummy, delicious donuts. The gadgets that I'll be using today to make the donuts are my stand mixer. You can use a hand mixer, not a problem. I found these awesome little eclair silicone molds online, and I'll share the link in the video description below. You don't have to use these, but I find they make it a little bit easier. Also, I've got a stainless steel straw here, but any sort of straw to insert into the donut to make a cavity for the cream is needed. And then I've got disposable decorating bags here. You can certainly use a Ziploc baggie, not a big deal, and a decorating tip. I've not tried another gadget in place of the decorating tip, but I would imagine if you've got straws, you could cut one down and put that in the end or in the corner of a plastic baggie and use that. There's not a whole lot of cream that needs to go in there, so I could imagine you could definitely make one homemade. So now let's go get started with making these donuts.
I preheat the oven before I assemble the ingredients. I start the blender on low until the butter and cheese are a little bit more mixed together so it doesn't splatter. I slow the blender speed down to add these last few ingredients. And then turn it back up to high to give it a good mixing. You'll see I mix well, but not all of the ingredients are overly combined. Time to start shaping those donuts. I let them cool for just a moment and then remove them from the mold to cool on their sides. I wait for them to fully cool before inserting the straw to make the cavity for the cream filling. You can feel it go in and glide along your fingers. Don't go all the way to the other end, otherwise the cream will spill out the other side. Now let's take a look at our cream filling. It looks set and ready to go. Oh yes. I may have to snag a bite before I fill those donuts. I couldn't wait. I filled one and ate one right away. Use gentle but firm pressure as you fill. You'll see on my next donut here, it starts to ooze out the sides and the top a little bit, so that means I filled it a little too full. And now the best part, the eating. An alternative to filling them would be just dipping them, dunking them in the Bavarian cream. Delicious either way.